here and welcome to this live session and this course on English language as part of your degree program. We will tell you a little bit about this course and we will answer your questions. The first thing that I want you to know is this is one of the weekly sessions that we do throughout the duration of your course. That is, we will meet with you every week at 4 for an hour with the questions that you have, and we will try to answer your questions to the best of our capacity and ability. So feel free to go through the recorded video content, all other associated activities that we have lined up for you for this semester, the practice sessions, the assignments, quizzes, exams, and you can bring any questions. You can get your questions answered in other sessions as well, but you can definitely bring all your questions to this session where we answer your questions. One of the things that we want to let you know is we spend this is one of the course as part of your degree program, like I said, but also this is a course which is unique in the sense it's a language course and it's online. So usually we understand language courses like we need to work in class and we need to interact with people and so on. However, this is an experiment that we are going through, that we are working with, and this is a course online. And the USP of this course at IIT Madras is we spend more number of hours online than any other course does, even in contact situation, that is in contact classes. So, but that you will get to see whether it works for you or not, whether it works for us or not. But that's been our effort. So we will tell you more about the course and answer your questions. So you can raise your, I see 2 hands are raised, you can raise your hands. And we'll come back to all of you. Usually this is scheduled for 1 hour, but we take all questions and we answer all the questions before we go. So it's not that we will not answer your questions. We'll come back to you. How it works and what we will do, like I said, we will definitely talk about that. And also we will talk about that in response to your questions. So right in the beginning, my suggestions and request to you, all of you, is to look at our materials carefully, in details, and critically as well. Feel free to send us your comments and suggestions, and you can talk to us directly about all that. We do understand the things that we are doing, and it has helped others. There is no reasons why it should not help you. And before I take your questions, the last point I want to make is given the nature of this course, our effort is to have things in this course for everybody, all types of participants, all types of learners. And that is, when I say all types, I mean those who know the language and those who want to improve their language. We have things for everybody, and we will work with you. So I don't have a prepared speech or things to tell you. Let me check your questions and try answering them and talk to you. So once again, welcome to this course. You are always welcome to the live sessions. Feel free to come. Definitely come if you have questions. And it's a good opportunity to interact with you. We look forward to these things, these sessions on a regular basis. So, who do I go to? Amber Krishnan. Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, I have seen some 1 minute, sir. There are some references which are given in the About Course section of the May 25, 2022 English, sir. Should we study those 368 Jataka tales, tales from Indian mythology, etc.? Should we study it, sir?
No. For the time being, we only want you to study based on our recorded content. And those recorded videos have details of what you need to do and what you work on. So if you look at only what we are asking you to do, you will be good enough for that.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sumit.
Hello, sir. Sumit Sharma here.
Yes.
Like in activity 1.4 or 1.7, there are some questions based on listening. Like there is said that there is audio clip, you have to listen and answer what is said in audio clip. But there is no audio clip actually, sir. I tried to find, but there I can't find anyone. So can you help out? Thank you.
You want me to tell you about the audio clips that you have to upload or something? What, say it again?
No.
There's a lot of background noise near you, Sumit.
Oh, sorry. In activity like 1.4 and 1.7, there is some question based on like audio clip. Like you have to listen audio clip and tell what is like a spoken in the audio.
Right.
So, like there are two words like hello or hello. So what is said in clip you have to mark, but there is no audio clip for that.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes. Go ahead.
Can I? So the audio clips are available. All they have to do is they have to click on the hyperlink. Please
Yes.
click on the place where it is given. Click here. You can click on the same place, and the audio will open in a separate window.
Thank you.
Separate tab.
Sir, I am also facing this issue.
Okay.
We have updated the hyperlink. It is available. You please try and get back to us. You can write to the support as well if you have any issues.
Okay. Thank you. If updated.
Excuse me. Actually, it is already available there. Means it is said that listen to audio sample in the link and answer question below, and after that there is a link there for Google Drive file. You can go and hear from there.
Sure. It's available, Sumit. So take a look at it, and you will get it. All right.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right. Okay. Sujay.
Good evening, sir.
We'll come back to everybody. Please hang on. Stay on. I will come back to each one of you.
Good evening, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I have a doubt in practice assignment, sir.
Okay. What's your doubt?
Which among the following does not carry a short vowel sound oo?
Okay.
Book contains it oo. Utensils, music, cued. I am
Okay.
not able to answer this question, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Wait. You need to look at the video carefully, Sujay.
Yes,
Excuse me,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, this question had a discrepancy. This I saw this in the forum. I had replied to it. I do not know if that's in the answer. We'll replace the question or make the changes to it.
Okay. So Sujay, did you
Yes,
hear
sir.
that? So there was some
Not
problem with
clearly.
the questions. We are fixing that. But
Okay, sir.
what I was telling you still stands that way.
Yes, sir.
When you have a question about this, please look at the content of the video carefully, because most of the time we are getting questions from those videos.
Yes,
They are
sir.
based on the video material, and it is still likely that questions are not clear to you. We will clarify the questions. We will help you answer that as well, and more than that, we will help you understand those concepts, those ideas. So do ask the question. I'm not saying don't ask a question. I'm saying do look at the videos carefully, and
Okay.
please, because this is English one, right, Aishwarya?
Yes, sir. English one.
This is English one. So this is your first week that
Yes, sir.
you have completed. So please, if I can, one piece of advice that I can give you, every week we do not have video content for more than 2.5 hours. That is
Yes, sir.
2 hours, 30 minutes. Please do find 2 hours, 30 minutes time in a week to go through those videos. If you think it helps, go in the slow motion. And slow meaning you can spend more time on that. We have, like I was saying, it has things for everybody. In the initial few videos, we are very slow. We are giving very little content. So do not skip looking at the video. Otherwise, there will be a mismatch between what you understand and what the video wants you to understand.
Thank you, sir.
Sure. Okay. SJ, please write your full name. So this is the only way for us to understand your full name in that. So go ahead. SJ, what's your name?
Hey, hi sir, Srushti this side.
What's that?
Srushti.
Srishtijit. Okay, so please write your full name next time. That's okay. So go ahead, Srishtijit.
Sure, sir. No, actually, my doubt has been answered by Lida itself. So what I wanted to ask was that is there any books that we should refer for the course? But I think you mentioned earlier also that we should follow the videos carefully.
Only videos for the time being. No specific course, no specific book or materials right away. If there is something, we will let you know.
Understood, sir. Understood. Thanks a lot.
How does it work, Aishwarya? In the week 2, week 1 content also stays available.
Yes, sir. They'll be able
Isn't
to
it?
view.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So Shweta, I see your message. It will stay available. In the next week, at the end of the course, you will have all the materials with you.
Thank you, sir.
So it won't go away. It will stay online. Pratyush.
Yes, sir. So I was having issues on identifying the articulation of sound, like identifying which articulation of sound it is. I was having trouble in that.
Okay.
So could you give us some tips or like any suggestions like how we should identify?
There is no tip for that. The sounds are quite clear when you have gone through the video on sounds, right? Didn't you?
Yes, sir. I went through all the videos and the PPT which are available on the course
Right.
section. I went through that too.
Is there any specific doubts that you have on that?
Like, sir, there are this type of like labiodental and fricative, like dental and fricative, or alveolar and approximant. So I was having issues with identifying these. And
Okay.
like there are some Greek symbols in it too. So I don't know how.
No, they are not Greek symbols. This is something called, right. Everybody, those who are listening to me, you can look at that. Sometimes the symbols that you see, those symbols are called IPA symbols. These things are designed by International Phonetics Association. They are called, and the name is also IPA, that is International Phonetic Alphabet. If you type in Google, it's called IPA chart. It should be available online. So please download it for yourself and then look at it. You don't have to memorize anything from that chart. So that is one. The second thing is the names of these sounds. So the names that you have mentioned, I'm talking to you, I'm specifically referring to you, Pratyush.
Yes, sir.
These names are according to the places of articulations of those sounds. Okay. So if a sound comes from alveolar region, it is called an alveolar sound. And the other one is the other way we identify these sounds is called what is it? Manners of articulations, the way they are spoken. So suppose there is a friction in the sound, so that sound is called a fricative sound. So if you want to know a little bit more about these details, we have materials for that, and you can find a little bit of description of these things online also. So do try to look at these details for clearer understanding of 24 consonant sounds and 20 vowel sounds of English, irrespective of your level of competence in the language. And based on that, based on this part, you will be in a much better position to you will understand sound system better, basically.
Could you just repeat what was the name of the site? This international
No,
site.
there is no site. You just look at IPA chart.
Okay, and we are supposed to memorize this whole.
No. You are not supposed to memorize that at all. Let me tell you, as a thumb rule to everybody, and I'm not only telling you, to everybody, there is no underlying meaning in this course. You do not have to memorize anything. There is a big difference between memorizing and understanding. We only want you to understand things, not memorize at all. The reason is, if you understand things properly, you don't need to memorize. We memorize only when we don't understand. All right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Karthik. Karthik.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
So there is a tab. There's a forum tab in the website provided, where it's actually like you can ask questions and you can answer others' questions also.
Yes.
But in the forum I have got in my system, like in the website I've seen is like you can only ask one question in it, and you don't have an opportunity to ask another question also. So what do I do about it? Yes, sir. I'm not. I have refreshed the page multiple times, but I'm not able to view other posts, or I'm not able to ask another question at once. Something like I keep exiting the page again, entering into the page and ask the question, something like that.
Shreya? Is there
Sir,
some problem?
I'm not sure, sir. I have to check with the support team.
Because
So from the beginning,
intuitively,
yes,
people
sir.
should be able to ask multiple questions, right?
Yes, sir. But I
Yes,
don't know.
sir.
I don't have a tab there
Okay.
to ask another question. Actually,
Write an email to the support team. Okay, because you
okay.
see, uh, uh, we do get questions from the forum and we respond to those questions. I'm glad
Yes,
you
sir.
mentioned that. And
Yes,
I
sir.
want to assure each one of you that we please wait for some time, but we
Yes, sir.
do respond to a question within 24 hours. Well, you
Yes.
will definitely get a response within this time, maybe
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
early,
Thanks a lot. Thanks.
earlier than that. But we don't know about the design of the forum, whether it can take only one questions or more. Please,
Multiple. Okay.
Aishwarya has written an email ID here. I'm sure you know about this email ID. So please write to them. There are multiple people looking at these questions. They will respond to you. If you don't get an answer to this question, remind me about it. Remind me about it the next time we talk.
Sure.
I will also try to get some information about it.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes. Can I ask you another question?
Actually, in fact, I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Somebody is speaking. Go ahead.
Yeah, sir. In fact, actually, I don't have access to the forum. I can not even post a single question. I've already sent email to the support, but
You see,
they
this
have
is
not
a new
replied me
thing for
back.
you. You see, I'll tell you. You see, this is a new thing for you. You are interacting with these things. So take it slowly. Work with that. Try to figure out some of the things maybe related to the settings on your own machine and your the browser that you are using. So I would say try to figure it out and wait for them. Be a little patient. You will get it. You will get there. Okay.
Actually, they replied me saying that nobody has posted anything, so that's the reason I'm not able to see anything. But I don't think so. That at least somebody would have posted at least a WhatsApp group link or something. I'm able to access statistics for.
Do we have okay, I got it. Aishwarya, do we have different forum URL for different courses?
Yes, sir.
So
we have a separate Google groups for English 1.
Okay, so is he saying that nobody has posted anything in English 1?
Sir, we are getting questions in English 1, sir. We are answering.
That is the reply I got from the support.
Okay, so you try doing it again, you will get it. If that is the way, then English 1 has a lot of other questions, so you should be able to get it.
I'm still not. I'm logged in actually, but it's
okay.
Sir, in general, in course introduction, there is a tab general instructions where you can put ask your doubt.
Okay, please do that also. Yeah. Ashrita.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Go ahead. You have a question, Ashrita?
I have a doubt in activity question 1 in exercise 1.6.
Okay, go ahead. What's the question? Can you tell me the question?
Yeah, 1 minute. Consider the following table created using the paragraph.
Say it again. Ashrita, I can't hear you.
Excuse me, sir. This is Karthik again. Can I speak, sir?
Sure. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Sir, there are graded assignments. I've actually solved all of them. So how do I verify the answers if they are actually correct or not, sir? Like, is there any way other than waiting for the results? How do I know if the answer I have answered is correct?
How do they know, Aishwarya?
How do I verify it?
They have to wait for the results, right?
No.
Yeah, you have to wait for the results. Once result will be declared, you can.
Leader?
Yeah.
And also, so where do I find more and more questions of such with such complexities for practice sake?
No, wait a minute. Let them speak one by one.
So they'll have to wait for the results to be released. Usually the answers for the graded assignments, it's usually posted with the explanations.
At the
So
end of the
you
week,
can-
right?
At the end of the week. Not necessarily at the end of the week, there is a deadline to this.
At the end of the deadline. I mean, at the end of the deadline. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, so you have to wait for that.
Yeah, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, and also, where do I find more and more questions of that complexity? Like, is there any reference book or any website or anything like that, other than practice assignments?
So see, we will tell you to do something else. It's not required. So suppose you are done with an assignment, okay? And you are doing well in that assignment. Then it is not needed to do more and more practice. This is a very traditional conservative method of doing it. Now, having said that, what I mean is, based on what you know and your performance, we will tell you to do something else, which will help you move to a different level. Not doing the same multiples of the same assignment again and again.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
All right. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Shiva Kumar.
Yeah, hi, sir. Based on the videos, we understand that we have about 44 distinct sounds in English, 20 from vowels and 24 from consonants.
Wait, Shiva, wait. Just let me say one more question. See, guys, let me tell you, I have a chat box open on my screen.
Okay.
I see some direct messages. Guys, please write directly in the, which is visible to everybody. All these are very simple questions. And that is because there are other people who are reading these things. When I am speaking, I'm not looking directly at it. So it might make you feel that I'm not looking at your message. But I'm telling you the reason for that. So please write your message to all, so that it has two advantages. A, there are other people who will look at your questions, and B, it will help other people not ask the same question. Okay, so please write it. Yeah.
I had changed the settings in the beginning to let the meeting initiated. Now change it back to everyone. So probably that's why you got direct messages. I have changed it back to everyone.
Oh, okay. No, but I still get some messages which are.
And I just now changed it to everyone. Maybe
Okay. Okay. That might. Oh, there is some setting issue here. Okay, I see. All right. So it will come to you. All right. Okay. Now it is done. Sorry, Shiva Kumar. Go ahead. You were talking about sounds.
Yeah, sounds. Hi, sir. Yes. This question is basically with regards to the word university. So we read like we call the university as a university because of the word we pronounce, the way we pronounce the word. Okay. So I just want to understand. They say that the university starts with the consonant sound, but I'm just not able to correlate based on the video. So how it takes a consonant sound, because it starts like university. So just need some clarity on that particular word.
So what is the first sound in the university? You tell me.
It's like university.
So tell me the first sound of this word.
You. Is it you?
No. You is not a sound. You itself has two sounds in it.
Okay.
What are the sounds? And what is the first sound of this word? This is, and I'm glad you asked this question. This is precisely why I'm asking you to pay attention to this.
Okay.
And slow attention to this. The first sound in the word university, since you're asking this question for the first time, is ya. Ya.
Okay.
The second sound is u. And together they become you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What you are saying is it uses the symbol U to write the spelling of the word university.
Yes, right.
You get it? And there is a difference between the sound, the way we speak, and the symbols that we use to write a word.
Yeah, correct.
So
Yes,
wait. No. Wait, hold on. We get a lot of comments on this, not lot. We get some comments that these are the things that are slow. But look at it. You are speaking the word is in front of you. You are saying that, but you are still not saying the sound that comes in the initial position of the word. Get it? So every time we look at a word or we say a word, we need to pay attention to the sounds involved in the word, not the alphabets, not the letters. Now, looking at that, you tell me, is ya a consonant or a vowel?
Consonant.
So it starts with a consonant sound, and therefore it has whatever you said.
Okay, because I was not able to split that as ya and yan probably in the learning.
So, but do you agree with me? It's right there, looking at you. This is how we speak, right?
Yes.
Then if we pay attention to a word like this, then we don't need to memorize anything.
Okay.
Right? And then we don't need to worry why it has article in front of this and not an and. Right? We don't need to learn it separately. The reason is very simple. When you have a consonant sound coming, then you will have a vowel article with a vowel. If you have a vowel sound, then you will have an article which ends with a consonant sound. Right?
Umbrella is the same category, right?
Sir, I can interject.
Just a moment. Hold on. Somebody said about umbrella. What was that?
Yes, sir. Sorry for interrupting.
No. That's all right. Umbrella is in the same category.
Yeah.
But umbrella, you are right, and I picked your point because umbrella is a word where it starts with U as a letter.
Yeah.
But when we speak the word, what's the first sound in that?
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
So when we check it, it will be an umbrella and a university. And there is no mystery in that. You understand this now?
Yes, sir.
So there is no mystery in that. Somebody wanted to interject in between. Go ahead.
Yeah. So actually, I have heard that letter Y is also considered as a vowel in some particular cases.
No, not really. It's not letter Y, first of all. It is sound Y. It is the sound Y which is considered a vowel, and that's not a vowel, it's called a semi-vowel. Okay. And as you can see the name, semi-vowels are not vowels. Semi-vowels are consonants. There is a reason why it is called semi-vowel. We will come back to that later. And do remind me, right? The reason why I'm telling you later is we are going into the details of that, and we will check up all these things if they are not clear to you in details, and we will not rush through these things. Not rushing is our method. It may look slow and too slow to you, but we don't rush with these things. So having said that, what a semi-vowel is, what it does, we will look at those things as well. Okay, let me, because it's the first session, and let me hear from other people if they have to say something. I saw a lot of people have some questions about some specific questions, practice session or something. So let me hear from people, and then I will come back to that. But is university and umbrella clear to you guys? I will check up semi-vowel things later, but what I wanted to say, I want that you to understand that with clarity. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Yes. Thank you.
All right. Yes.
Please explain that once again.
Sorry?
Could you please explain that once again?
What do I explain once again?
University and the umbrella.
So what about that? He's asking actually, can you explain why university has a university and why umbrella is an university? umbrella.
Okay, can you explain it to her? Can you just heard me? Can you explain it to her?
Yeah, it's actually a sound that it's as far as actually, sir, I understand it's not the solid A, E, I, or U that makes the vowel and the articles we select to name them. It is actually a sound that matters the most while selecting particular article. So when we say university, we pronounce a sound which is uh, uh, universities. I forgot the sound of university.
Yeah.
Consonant. Yeah. It's a sound yeah, right?
Yeah.
I am surprised that you forgot the sound. It's a yeah sound. I mean, if you forget it, look at it again. So somebody was writing it. So you see, this is how you can this is how you can write all the sounds of this word. Look at it. I have written in the chat box for you.
Yes.
Ya, u, na, I, va, a, ra, sa, I, ta, I. These are the sounds involved in this word. University. And this is true for all words. I mean, look at it. Look at when we say this word, book. I'm sorry. Book. Right? What are the sounds in this word? What's the first sound? Tell me.
It's wa or ba, sir.
Ba, sir.
Ba.
That you have to figure out. So it is ba. And what's the second sound?
Oo.
Oo. And what's the third sound?
Oo.
Ka.
Is there any other sound in this word?
No, sir.
No, sir. No.
Sir, is it long O or short O?
You tell me.
Long.
Back. Maybe short.
Short.
Just speak the word and see what it is. So
it's long.
I wrote to you this. There are only 3 sounds in this word, right? Take a very simple sound, simple word. Ba, u, and ka. So that's how we say book, right? Now, first thing is to understand there are only 3 sounds. So how we write the spelling of the word is different from the number of sounds involved in this word. And I am asking you to pay attention to the sounds and the number of sounds that are involved in this in a word. Then you need to look at whether those sounds are consonants or vowels. So if you look at ba is a consonant or a vowel?
Consonant.
Consonant.
U is a consonant or a vowel?
Vowel.
It's a vowel. It's a vowel.
Ba is a consonant or a vowel?
Ka is a consonant.
Consonant. So if you look at it as consonant and vowel system, look at this. This is how we write it. CVC. It is consonant, vowel, consonant.
Sir, I have a question. Can I ask?
No, wait a minute. Somebody mentioned whether that vowel in the U vowel in the word book is a short one or a long one. That is short vowel or a long vowel. You see, the distinction between a short vowel and long vowel is relative. That is, we can see a longer vowel in another word. Like if I say shoot. Do you hear me? Shoot.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Is this vowel in this word longer than the vowel in the book or
yes,
not?
Sir.
Yes.
It is longer.
So the word shoot has a long vowel and the word book has a short vowel. That is short U and long. This is the distinction between short U and long. And that is how we need to understand this. Get it?
So based on syllables, we can divide these words
Wait,
into
like. I'm not going to. Don't jump to syllables right now. It's going to complicate things. I am asking you. Syllable is a completely different thing. I'm only asking you at this point to. I'm not saying you don't know English. I'm asking you to pay close attention to sounds. Okay. I'm coming to everybody. Like I said, keep your hands up. Second thing that I want to mention to you in this context, I think I don't remember. We have mentioned this in video as well. Somebody was asking me, what practice do we do if we have any complementary material, books or something? You want to do a practice of this? Take 50 words, any 50 word that comes to your mind. Not a big assignment. I'm giving you something beyond the practice assignment and something. Take 50 words and try to identify sounds of those words. Once you have identified the sounds, try to see whether the sounds are consonants or vowels. If you have a vowel sound, see whether there's a long vowel or a short vowel. If you do this exercise, you will be done on identifying sounds forever. And then when you get materials in the following weeks, then you see the syllabification of a word, stress patterns, what is a syllable, and which syllable in a word gets stressed. In order to speak English better and sound better, you are going to need to understand syllabification. So, since somebody mentioned the word, I can tell you a syllable is a smaller part of the word. Some words have just one syllable, some words have more than one syllable. So when a word has two syllables, what happens? We need to know what is a syllable to understand one or two syllables. And then it gets further. If a word has two syllables, then one of them has to be stressed. So which one is going to get stressed? Understanding these things will become easier and simpler for you if you understand sound patterns first. If you don't do it now, you will have to come back to this again anyway. So I suggest please work on that. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let me move to another person. Bala, did I ask you?
Hi, sir.
Yeah.
Bala.
Yeah, go ahead.
In the course forum, in the English course forum, I can see that in the practice assignment, it is shown as the assignment will not be graded and it is only for the practice. But in the graded pattern document, I can see that you will get 1.5 mark based on your assignment, and you need to spend up to 4 hours for getting 4 hours in the forum to get a 1 mark, and up to 12 hours for 3 marks. Is it we need to spend in forum up to 12 hours?
I am sorry, I can't answer these questions. Okay.
Okay.
I would suggest you, and I don't want to sound preaching like preaching to you. I would say, and particularly in the context of this course, please focus on learning the content. Okay. What marks you get for how many hours in the forum and what score you get, to my understanding, these are trivial things. Of course, they matter to people because you want good grades, you want better certificates. Please, I mean, those things must be explained there. So I'm not commenting on these things. So somebody can ask a question. For 1 mark, I need to spend 4 hours. I mean, how will I answer this question, Bala? You understand my problem?
Yes.
Basically, from methodological perspective in education, probably they have found these things to make you spend time. Why would someone make you spend time? for learning. If you can learn with shorter period of time, then you don't have to work on those things. But I would say I'll stop here by saying only this much.
Thank you.
Sure. Lokesh. Guys, please mute yourself. If you are not mute. Yeah, Lokesh. We are purposely not muting everybody because we want you to be able to unmute yourself and speak. We don't want to forcefully mute people. Go ahead.
Sir, hi sir.
Lokesh? Yes, go ahead.
Yes, sir. I got my answer, sir. It was regarding that umbrella and university.
Okay, okay.
Thanks for your answer. I will lower my hand, sir. Thank you.
All right. Umang? Go ahead.
Yeah, yes, sir. Actually, I just want to ask one question. It's in the second lecture about articulators and the speech sound from the different part of the mouth. So, sir, do we have to study that with respect to the exam perspective that which sounds come from which part of the mouth?
There are 5-6 different places of articulation that you need to know for the exam also. You don't have to memorize or study phonetics for that, but in order to identify English sounds, you need to know which sound is what. Only then we get to understand sound system underlying a language.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Okay.
I'm sorry, did you say something? Umang? I did not.
No, sir. I said, sorry, I said, sir, I'll lower my hand. Okay.
Oh, okay. You said you will lower your hand. That's all right. Okay. Aditya Singh.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Good evening, sir. Sir, I'm asking that for English, every single word of English, there is a Hindi. For sound, we use Hindi words like Hindi alphabets, right? For for English, we say that sound is E, right? So how? Let's say there is a person from UK or US. So how he decides what is the sound for English?
You see, the way you are looking at it, sounds do not belong to a particular language. It's not a Hindi sound. Okay, sounds are common across languages. There are maximum 50 sounds. This is a different discipline to study. We have brought in only small part of that for you to understand these things in this course. And you will see, we don't need to go to UK or any other place to understand this thing. You see, look at the languages that we speak. We have several languages like Hindi, Bengali, Punjabi, Marathi, Tamil, Telugu, all kinds of languages.
So, are you saying that if we take an English word, we can know the sound by Bengali words also?
Of course we can know, because the difference between total number of sounds in English and total number of sounds in Bengali, if you do the maths, it will be hardly 10 sounds. The difference between the two languages, that is, only 10 sounds will be specific to English or to Bengali. Rest of the sounds have to be common.
Okay, so it means there is no universally defined thing that which language, from which language you get.
Definitely not. I mean, look at it. Ka as a sound in a word like car. Ka is a sound in every language.
So it's not Hindi particularly. It's just sound. It's just a sound.
Absolutely. Similarly, or or e, these are vowel sounds. They are used in Hindi the same way it is used in Bengali, the same way it is used in Marathi, the same way it is used in English or Spanish or German. In any language, these sounds are used.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Actually, I have got confused from.
Oh, no. There is no. I mean, and you can definitely ask this question. That there is no need to be confused. And it's like you said, these are Hindi sounds. It is normal to say so because, and you are saying that because you are a Hindi speaker.
So it means I speak Hindi. That's why I think that.
Yeah, that's why you think these are Hindi sounds. Fine, that's perfectly all right. Same way, somebody speaks Tamil can say ka or pa or ma. These are Tamil sounds. So there is no problem in that. They are all sounds. So basic point that I am trying to tell you to understand that unique sounds in a language is hardly 10. Most of the sounds are common across languages, and there is no language in the world which does not share sounds with another language. Which is to say, all languages you are going to find common sounds in that. Now, looking at the geographical proximity, the next language to your language will have more number of sounds, and the farther you go in geographical proximity, the fewer the sounds. But the difference is hardly 10 to 12.
So how we decide a particular like a number in a different language like Hindi and Bengali and Tamil? There is some defined rule for that or something like that? I don't know what to say.
I am saying that no language has more than 50 sounds, 55 sounds.
Okay, okay.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Same way English has 44 sounds.
Okay, there are lots of questions. I first time got this point, so
no problem. You can come back again, okay? And like I said, this is the first session where I want to take other people as well, but we will go in the details of all the questions, and I promise you that we will answer all the questions to your satisfaction, and there is no rush in answer or questions in these sessions, and we have other sessions as well where we will talk.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sure. Hariharan. I'm not taking these things in any particular order. I'm taking it the way it appears on my screen.
Hello,
Other
sir.
people, please mute yourself. Other people, please mute yourself.
Hello, sir.
Hariharan. Go ahead.
My name is Aniket. Can you please explain activity question 6, non-graded?
But am I thought I was talking to Hariharan. Hariharan.
Sorry, sir.
Hello, sir. Just wait, Aniket, just for a minute.
Sure,
please
sir.
mute yourself. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Hariharan.
Sir, actually, in the lecture, you told that there are around 44 sounds, including the vowels and the consonants.
Right.
And in the 44, and in the lecture thing, it seems that both the counts were not equal, and I just got confused in the articulation of the vowels and consonants. So I just want to clear about that.
Yeah. I can clarify this to you. We will check the video. What is not, what is inconsistent in that? But 44 sounds, 24 consonants, 20 vowels.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Only 44 in English.
Yes, sir.
All right. Divyanshu Kumar Singh.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
So you said in lecture that our mind is a very complex entity, but it likes simplicity or understanding patterns in reverse direction is all about learning language. So I didn't get the point that how it is observing pattern in reverse direction rather than any other direction.
No. Reverse direction doesn't have any other meaning. It's simply reverse direction means like you see, and this will be useful to you in other courses later when you are working on artificial language, coding, or computational thinking and other things. One thing that is common everywhere is language is the only medium to study human mind. And through the study of the structural patterns of language, we know that human mind, though a complex device, complex in the sense that we don't know what happens inside human mind. We can't get inside other people's mind. We don't know what someone else is thinking about. But what we know on the basis of a study of language is it likes simplicity. And by simplicity, we simply mean rule-governed patterns. There is no pattern in human mind, which is not rule governed. So it doesn't like anarchic structure. You get it? And that is common across people. See, you and I may have disagreements. You may fight with me, but you will never say that I will make English verb final language for me. Get it?
Yes.
So there is common pattern of language. Whether we like each other or not, we follow that pattern, and that is not a conscious decision that we make. That is the decision which is made internal to human mind, looking at the structure of the language. Okay. So that is what is the purpose of that one thing which I have said somewhere in the lecture.
But I didn't understand why, sir, it understands pattern in reverse direction.
It understands patterns in the reverse direction. No. What I am saying is, we understand patterns of language. In reverse direction means we don't understand the pattern directly. We need to look at language when we study the language, because language is the sophisticated, language is one product of human mind. So to understand the mind, we need to look at the product. This is what I mean by reverse direction.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we cannot understand the machine without understanding its product.
Thank
you. For other things, we know the machine and we know what the machine is going to produce. In order to understand human mind, we need to look at the product first to understand the patterns of mind.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
That's all it means. Okay. Aniket, go ahead. Aniket Solekar.
Hello, sir. If you don't mind, can you please explain activity question 6, non-graded?
You have to tell me the question. I don't have the question.
What is that? Hold on, be loud and clear, and hang up, pick the call. True and false. There are options given in true and false.
Say it again, what is? Hold on.
For hang up, pick the call. Options are true and false.
So this is a question. It's an activity question, right?
Yes, sir.
It's based on one of the videos which is dedicated to telephonic conversation.
Okay.
So we can't answer this question out of context. You need to look at that video to answer this question. I think what this means is, in order to communicate people properly, how do we say? I mean, if I tell you, hold on, I may sound a little rude to you. But in a context, if we have been talking for half an hour and if we have developed some sort of informal context among us, even if I tell you, hold on, Aniket, you are not going to take it otherwise.
Sure.
So how we use certain things in what context, this question requires you to look at that video. Okay?
Sure, sir.
Hariharan, Sriram, you still have a question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, as earlier I said, like I had doubts in the consonants and vowel sounds.
Okay.
So, like there are in the lecture you have mentioned that there are 24 consonant sound and 20 vowel sound using phonetic symbols.
Say it again. There are
24 consonant sounds. 20 vowels using the phonetic symbols.
No. See, for each sound there is a phonetic symbol.
Okay, sir.
Okay, there is for each sound. See, what happens in English alphabet, contrary to other languages. Which language do you speak, Hariharan?
Tamil, sir.
Tamil. So you know that do you know Tamil writing system?
Yes, sir.
So if you know Tamil writing system, you will understand that for each sound there is a symbol in Tamil.
Yes,
right?
Sir.
That is not true for English. English has only 26 letters. The alphabet chart has only 26 letters, right?
Yes, sir.
26 letters are used for 44 sounds. And in all kinds of combinations, permutations, sometimes we use doubling of the letters meaning short wood. That just now I gave you the example. The word book has a short vowel, right?
Yes,
What
sir.
could there is no reason why it should be doubling of O in this word. This is not clear. Get it? My point is there is no correspondence between the use of letters and the number of sounds in a word in English. Contrary to that, in Tamil or in Hindi or in Marathi, for each sound there is a symbol. Since that is not there in English, there has been another effort to make to coin a symbol for each sound, and that is what International Phonetic Alphabet has done. And also, International Phonetic Alphabet has some other symbols for several other things as well. So please do not look at IPA chart as symbol only for English. Got it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Sir, and in the lecture 3, you mentioned around 6 vowels, no, sir? Like a, e, e.
Oh, I have mentioned only 6 of them to give you the distinction between short and long sequence.
Yes,
there
sir.
are,
Actually,
there
I
are
thought
20.
there are only 6 vowels and both are completely different. I just got confused with that, so I just want to clear that, sir.
Sure. No, there are 20 vowels in English. We are using those 6 vowels to talk about short and long counterparts.
Yes, sir. Okay. And in the consonants, there should be only 24, no, sir. But then including the oral and nasal sounds, it's like you have mentioned 25.
There has to be only 24. If we have mentioned, that might be some errors.
Yes, like the alveolar and the palatal.
All of them. See, 24 sounds. Look at the chart I have shared in that for English sounds, English consonant sounds. All 24 consonant sounds have different places of articulations and different manners of articulations, but the number is only 24.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So I have not been looking at the chat box, the message box. Lida, Aishwarya, is there anything in that which I need to address? Or there are a lot?
No, sir.
And like I said in the beginning, since this is first week for you, and it will take some time for you to familiarize yourself with all the forums and things that are available for you. Even I don't know everything. I don't know everything that is available, and therefore I have to check with people. And like by people I mean Aishwarya, Lida. Maybe they also need to check with some other people to respond to you. So like we said, it's an academic exercise. We don't know everything, but we will try to help you to the best of our ability. That I said. There was one hands up with some Oppo or something. I am sorry, I didn't see that. But if I have missed it, and you know who you are, then you can you can unmute yourself and speak if you have a question. And please I think this is, I don't know what that is, but it must be the name of your machine. So please put your full name there so that we remember your name. No questions? Nothing else?
Sir, I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, regarding this vocal tract conditioning. So from the lectures, I understand that each individual can be conditioned only according to his native language, right? So,
oh, right. See, now I understand. See, what happens is, our vocal tract, which is responsible for speech sounds, gets trained initially with our first language. What's your first language?
Mine is Tamil.
Who was speaking? Who was speaking?
Vishal. My name is Vishal.
Okay.
Vishal, yeah. Tamil.
Vishal. Tamil. So when you say my language is Tamil, you mean you grew up speaking Tamil as your first language. So what happens is your vocal tract gets trained for Tamil sounds. That is sounds of Tamil language. And when you speak, am I still there? Can you hear me? When you,
yes, sir.
Yeah, there is some funny thing happening in my machine. Okay, so when you speak Tamil, when we say my vocal tract is trained with Tamil sounds, I mean I am the native speaker of Tamil. If I grew up speaking Tamil, then I grew up as the native speaker of Tamil. If you grew up speaking other languages also simultaneously, then you are the speaker of those languages as well. But if we start learning a new language, new sound system, after few years, that is after 10 years or after 15 years, after 15 years, then my vocal tract cannot be trained again for another language. Got it?
Yes, sir. Okay. Okay. One more question to that is, for example, let's say I, after 15 years of age, I start studying another language. Let's say German, for example, and I don't want to look at the text or whatever the words or dictionary, anything. I just learn only from hearing the language. Will my vocal tract be trained to German?
No, you will learn the language. You see, there is a difference. We are not saying you will not learn a new language. You will learn the language, but you would sound like someone who learned the language later. As a Tamil speaker, do you know somebody who has learned Tamil later?
You can recognize that he has learned later.
Sorry?
Yeah, we can recognize that
Yes.
he has learned the later.
Exactly. I'm referring to that. When you hear other people, you can immediately identify this person did not grow up speaking Tamil. Am I right?
Yes.
So when you learn German or French after 15 years of age, what happens is you will speak the language, but those who grew up speaking German will identify you that you did not grow up speaking German as a child. That's the difference between getting vocal tract trained in a particular language, and it is not possible to get the vocal tract trained in any other language if we did not grow up speaking that language as a child.
Okay, thank you.
All right. And therefore, you can say, why is that important? Why is this information important? This information is important because we don't need to feel bad about how we speak or how we sound. The way we sound is because this is how we grew up, how I speak. Okay. All right, Pratyush, go ahead.
Could you explain me what type of vowel is used in a word honest?
What type of vowel in which word?
It is an honest person. An honest.
So what type of vowel is there? What's that?
It starts with H, but we use an. So that refers that it is an like a vowel. It starts with a vowel. So we pronounce it as honest, not honest. It's honest. So like I don't get like.
So what's the first sound of that word?
Yes, like there are 20 vowels, and I went through all of them, and I don't recognize what type of vowel is.
Wait, it's very simple. What's the first sound?
O.
O. So is that a vowel or a consonant?
No, but it's not it's O.
So that's also a vowel.
So when I went through the list of the all 20 vowels, I didn't find it.
I will need to point it to you, but Does it sound close to a to you? Or can you take it as a?
Yes, like
Honest.
can assume it as.
Okay, you don't have to assume it. It's a vowel sound. Honest.
It's honest or earnest.
Okay, honest. And that's a vowel sound.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's not H for it. It's not what H can be used for a sound ha. Is it ha?
No, not.
Very clear. And like you said in the beginning, the fact that we use and before it, there has to be a vowel sound, right?
Yes, sir.
And it's not the reverse direction. It is and because there is a vowel sound. So honest, the only problem that I hear from you, you did not see one of these sounds, this sound as one of the vowel sounds in English. That we will point to. Which one of that?
So there are any other example like starting with this vowel sound?
There are a lot of words. So my method to tell you of an answer to this question is, we should understand the pattern. The pattern is, if just look at the sound of a word. And if it is hard to identify, do it as consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel. See, there are only two types of sounds, right? Look at it this way. There are only two types of sounds out of 44. Some of them are consonants and some of them are vowels. Am I right?
Yes.
Then it's just a matter of practice to understand which one is a consonant and which one is a vowel. At the end of it, what I can tell you, we cannot have a word without a vowel sound. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So these are the and I'm not telling you anything earth-shaking. These are well-known facts about language. Okay, Radha Krishnan.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Go ahead.
Sir, my question is related to the pronunciation.
Yes.
The sound which we are referring, from this only the pronunciations are derived?
No, see, like I was saying, depending upon how our vocal tract got conditioned, we may differ in our pronunciation. Okay.
Okay.
But wait. We are trying to but in order to learn a language, there is a paradox. That is, we don't have to copy anybody, but we have to make an effort to sound closer like native speakers do. That's the whole goal of learning a language. Get it?
Yes, sir. My doubt is, like, I want to know whether I'm pronouncing it right or wrong, because somebody says entrepreneur, somebody says entrepreneur. So
Right.
I really don't know which is right, or when I say this way, somebody corrects me like that. So I'm not able to understand.
Right.
It's
See,
right.
first of all, there is no correct way. Okay. Entrepreneur is an American spelling. Okay. When Americans speak English, they speak that.
Okay.
In India, lot of people say entrepreneur. And what is that? What is the other way?
Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur. A lot of people say that way. So I would say Americans speak that way. And there is nothing wrong in making an effort to speak like a native speaker. Okay. But we don't need to copy it. We don't need to worry too much about, I don't sound proper. And there is no reason. See, correction is a self-inflicted condition. We don't need to correct anybody. Get it?
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sure. Anybody else? Okay. With that, sure, we will stop here in that case, and we'll meet with you with more questions and our responses next week, same time at 5 p.m. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
What was this class all about?
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Sorry, somebody, what was the question?
Sir, how are you?
I am all right.
What was the session about?
What was this? What's your name?
What was this session about?
Right. I'll tell you. What's your name? I can't see your
Abhinav
name.
Khandelwal.
Abhinav Khandelwal. Okay, so I did not understand your question. What was this session about, meaning?
What happened in the session? Doubts?
Did you join it just now?
No, not now. I'm just confirming it. There were only doubts. There were no topics being discussed, only doubts.
Yeah. Some of the primary goal is to answer questions that you have, and you have doubts about anything that you want to discuss with me. And when we don't have any question, then I pick some topics to discuss that with you. That is what the purpose of this is. All right, Abhinav?
Thanks. There were so many doubts of many students.
That I am assuming, because there is a lot. I see here only 100 people, but usually large number of people are enrolled in course. And when 100 people join, half of them may be just listening to others. But of course, there will be a lot of doubts. So we try to clarify their questions, their doubts, and so on. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. So
thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Aishwarya, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Sir, I'll inform Sri Balaji.
Have a nice day, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good night. Thank you, sir.
हेलो सारे सो गए?